welcome back to the channel. Today you join me down on Southbourne beach. I come down, had a good chat with the wife. We've done a bit of gardening and sorted the house out and everything. And then I said, absolutely fantastic day. So I said, it's right if I nip down to Southbourne. And tell you from then, it's absolutely stunning down here. I do like Southbourne, you know. Very nice beach. I'm going to give it a few hours a day like now. The sun is just starting to drop now. See if I can pick up a plate or something, and then what we can do is then we can switch over then and see if we can pick up a ray. Tell you the truth, I thought the beach was going to be packed, but it's lovely condition. High tide at 9 o'clock, but there's a couple of anglers up there where I wanted to fish, and it's one or two anglers down the beach there. So yeah, it's good, and there's no beach goers. Everyone's just leaving, so I find this about right. But I find this about right. That's it. Oh, it's beautiful, man. I wish I could turn you around, but the sun will be blaring in your eyes. And the sun's in my eyes at the moment. But yeah, lovely evening. Absolutely lovely evening. My casting's getting a bit better. I went up in the field and I was casting. And I'm about 90% there. I'm not 100%, but I'm about 90% there. So hopefully I can get into some fish tonight. The good thing is good talk about. A lot of the time the fish are only 50 or 60 yards out, so I'll be trying that as well. I'll be fishing one in, one out, one in, one out. Now I park myself by one of the groins, and I see if I can target some fish around there. But yeah, I'm going to finish getting set up now, and then I'll get back to you and can run you through all the kits I need, and then like normal rigs, bait and everything, and then hopefully we can get it to fish game.
As the sun slowly crept into the sky, it filled the morning air with warmth and life. Sounds of...
Alright, that's me all set up now and in the water. That was a right rush. I was trying to get it out there because, as you can see, the conditions are absolutely perfect. I just hopefully now the fish are going to be here and I can nick out a Plaice or something. And as I always go through, I'll run you through quickly now the rods I got. On my left here I got the competition blackout, and on the right I've got the competition naga. The blackout is the maximum distance I could do, and that's got a Plaice rig on, the up and over poly rig, but in the style of a Plaice rig. And as you can see, that's catching the current lovely. The naga then is about 40 or 50 yards out, and I've got a one up, one down on my take on it. They've all got black leg on it at the moment, tipped with a bit of squid. So I'm hopefully before the light goes I can nick a Plaice out from my Tronics Pro Species, and I'm going to leave those out there for 15 minutes. I'm going to bait up the next rig, and I'm going to put a bit of fish bait on the top hook there with a pop-up to see if I can get a turbot or a brill, which normally patrol in the gully. They won't be big ones, but you can pick them up there. But I just quickly baited up black lug because it was quicker and easier. But I'm out in the water now, we're just losing the light. It's coming to that witching hour now, the perfect time for the Plaice. So hopefully we can get one. And then when the light goes in, I'll change to my fish baits. The up and over pulley rig and the one up, one down, but with 2 hooks on both of them. And I got a variant, I got squid, herring, sand eel, anchovy, and I'll be getting those out there to see if we can pinch a ray tonight. But yeah, absolutely lovely now, and hopefully now all the work I'll be putting in at the field to get my casting going a bit. I got a lot better movement now, you know, but it's 14 weeks now, so yeah, I gotta say it, the people up in Stanford all have worked miracles with me, because as you've seen in my thing, how much metal works in my neck. But yeah, fantastic, man. I just need a bit of oil in the morning just all to get going. But yeah, so that's the equipment I'm using now, and that's what I got out in the water. And what I'll do is as normal, I'll show you baiting up the other rigs and that, and when the lights go out then, I'll show you how I'm going to change then to see if I can pick up a ray. Hopefully this will come out now, because I just rushed to do it because obviously I'm losing the light. Like I spoke about, I've got plain Plaice rigs in now, but what I've done is I quickly baited this up to show you. So I'm going to target, see if I can pick up a turbot here or a brill, because you can't pick them along here. So what I've done with that is, you've seen me on my previous videos, I got a mackerel belly there and I've cut it into a fish like with a silver side on it. Hardly any meat in it because you visually going for. And then I've got my trademark foam pop up there, and then that comes down to 20 pound fluorocarbon. You've seen this before. The anti-tangle sleeve, power swivel. It comes down into my swivel and trap between two beads which connects to it. Comes down to my up and over with a spring. Comes down to the angel clip, anti-tangle, and as you know the lead moves on there. Showcast 5-ounce roll lead. And then I've got, as it comes down, stoppers. I've got, as you know, I like small beads, and I've gone for yellow and red. A clavicle, a spinner on the clavicle, and I've just got black leg whipped on there. And that's what's going to go out next. I've done that quickly because I'm generally, I don't know if it'll come out losing the light pretty quick. So I'm just trying to optimise my time now to get a Plaice or a turbot. But they've been out now for 10 minutes, and I quickly whipped that up. I haven't got no indications on it at the moment when I'm looking at it. But I'm going to give them another, well, the blackout, because that went out first, I'm going to give that 5 more minutes. But that's rolling lovely in the tide, it has. Because I've proper caught the tide with that one. And it's moved quite a bit from where I cast it out. And it's moved down now, down to my left-hand side groin. But the Naga, obviously, that's only out about 40 yards in front of the other groin. And that hasn't moved at all, because there's not going to be much tide there. But yeah, that's what I got now. And hopefully I can get one on these. But what I'll do is I'm going to give up, like I said, 5 minutes, get it in fresh bait out and see if I can catch one on the last of the light. And then we'll change our tactics into the ray. I'm just going to check now this left rod which has been out there. And this is fair play to it. This has covered some water. So I casted it right over to the right hand side, and as you can see it's rolled right the way down to the other groin. See if we got anything now. As you can see, the conditions are perfect, man. Hopefully we can get some ray tonight now. I'm hoping I could have nicked a Plaice or something now just before last light. There's a couple of more people turned up now, down to my left. They're fishing 100 metres down. Yeah, this proper caught the tide, man. It was nice. Hopefully he's picked up a sucker fish now. Nice flat fish would be nice. But I think catching a fish in this is just a bonus. It's lovely, man. Walk down a bit. And we've got a target achieved, look. Get in there. First cast. Oh, brilliant. There we have it. First cast. Yeah. The lovely Plaice, look at that. That is absolutely stunning, look. First cast and we're into the target achieved Plaice on the up and over pulley, as you can see, and I just drifted out all the way through, look, lovely. But I'm going to get him off my Tronic Sport species hunt, and we'll get him slipped back now. But hopefully it's not going to be the jinx of the first cast fish, but absolutely made up with that lovely looking Plaice. The lights are gone out now, so what I did is I wound those back in, and there was nothing on them at all. But yeah, bonus Plaice, what I wanted, first chuck. Well made up with that. I thought I could have sneaked one out of there. Yeah, well pleased with that. So what I've done is now, I quickly baited up the up and over pulley rig, which is a 2-hook rig, and then my take on the one up, one down. One's about 50 yards, and the other one's maximum distance. So what I've done on your end, just to keep seeing what will go, I've just got a normal standard up and over rig, as you can see, and I've got 6-ounce showcast lead there, and it comes down to, and I've got a whole squid. That one in, I'm going to fish about 50 to 60 yards out, see what I can pick up. And on here then, I've got another pulley rig, but then I got a fixed lead, and that one's 7-ounce, and that comes down then, and I've got herring and squid wrapped, and both of them are 3-O's J hooks and a 2-O circle hook, and this is exactly the same on there. So I can see then whether the up and over pulley rig works or the 2-hook clip down works, and then I can alternate then with between the up and overs. But yeah, well made up of that. It's slack water at the moment, so I expect it to be slow now for about 40 minutes until this tide starts pushing then the other way. But the conditions are lovely for a ray. Hopefully we can get some, because sometimes on Southbourne you come down here and it's ray after ray after ray, and then you come back on the night after and there's not one. So I got sand eel as well on now, so it'll be interesting to see which bait you can pick up on them. But I'll try various ones for it. That's the tactics I got now, and what I'll do is then I'll bring you back then if we have any other fish or not. Just a quick one as well. I was fishing with Anthony a few weeks back, and he goes, why is my channel called 671 Fishing? If you're military, you probably clicked onto it, because obviously your military number, and my last part of my number is 671. And believe me, for the first 2 years of my army career, and especially because I'm a Jones, especially basic training, I was 671 Jones. And there was a load of Joneses in basic training with me, so I was 671 Jones. And it sticks with you for years and years, until even when you're a private soldier, but when you go up through the ranks, it goes. But when I went to my unit, where I am now, because I used to do fishing all the time, it went to 671 Jones Fishing. And that's what I come up with the idea for that, if you were asking, and that's what Anthony said. He asked me, why is it 671 Fishing? So that's part of my regimental number, which I was known for about 2 years. 671 Jones, and then he went on to 671 Fishing Jones. So I just adapted that for it. It's a bit slow at the moment, like I said. I've been sitting here now for about half hour, and nothing at all. I wound one of the baits in just to make sure they were all intact, and that was perfect, it was. So I'm going to leave them have a bit longer soak now over the slack period, and then I've got everything baited up ready, and once the tide starts pushing, I'll start dropping it down to 15 minutes in. Yeah, lovely down here at the moment. It's not a breath of wind. I know I'm sitting in my beach buddy here, but yeah, lovely, absolutely lovely. So all I need now is the fish to turn up, but you know, I'm out on a beach and I'm enjoying it. So if it ain't, I thought there's a dog or something running down by there. I don't know what it was. I'll put my head torch on in a minute. So I'll stand just getting kicked up there. Yeah, I'll get back to you now if we have any action on the rods, but I would have thought it'll be about a 30-40 minute wait. You just see me winding that in. That's not a good start. Strap conger hooked in the tail. The state in that rig. Yeah, it's been quite slow. I've had about 8 to 9 casts now, and I mean nothing. The tide has just turned, and that's the first indication of a bite. I thought there was going to be something tidy, but obviously I was dragging him in backwards. But that's in a right mess. I'll get him sorted out now. Yeah, and get a bait back out there, but yeah, it's been really slow. I didn't think that. The conditions are absolutely perfect. Not good to see a strap conger on Southbourne. I was hoping it was going to be something better, but I'll get him untangled, get a rig back on and get it back out there now. You just see me with that conger. Next cast is the same rod. I put it back out, and look at the state of that. That's not good at all, man. That rig is hard, and that poor Boot lace is just wrapped up. That wasn't even a bite in the thin. That was my distance one, but I was winding it back in for a bait change, and that's not good at all. That's not good for the fish, and it's definitely not good for my rig. Hopefully these are not going to be an issue, to tell you the truth, because that's not good for the fish at all. I'll get him sorted now. But yeah, I hope these are not going to be a problem now. That's 2 casts now, once that tide's turned, and 2 boot laces, and both of them are just wrapped it up to pieces. But I'll get him sorted now, and I'll keep going, but hopefully we're not going to get pestered with these. Oh, nightmare, man. Well, that's mad, that is. That fox right up to me. Hope you can see it. I was sitting in my beach buddy. He's got round. Well, she it is. Almost about a metre away from me. That's mad. I come right up, I could have practically hand-fed it. See if I can chuck a bit of fish to it now. There we are, it's quite tame, man. Mad look, eating fish for that. Got a bit of fish in his mouth, look. That is mad. Have a bite in the thin now, and it's getting madness. Another strap conger. Didn't you have a bite? You can see him just winding in for a bait change. My God, they're right nuisances out there. Well, I'm going to give it another half hour if these keep on coming in. Unfortunately, Southbourne's broke me because that rig's wrecked again. So that's, I know you can't see it, it's all tangled up in a ball. And he's just taken the on the top hook he is. But I'll get that sorted now, and I'm going to give it another half hour and see if I can wingle a ray out. But when the straps are like this, you haven't got a chance, man. Nightmare. I didn't expect them to see this many straps down in Southbourne this evening, but nightmare. I thought the conditions were perfect. I thought we were going to get into some fish, but unfortunately his straps is all I'm getting into. So I'm going to get this one sorted and get it back now. I'm going to give it 2 more casts, and if it's still the same, I'm going to have to knock it on the head. Oh, unfortunately that's me done. I've packed 1 rod away. I've got 1 out there now, but the straps just broke me. They're just smashing the rigs up there. I'm a little bit gutted, to tell you the truth, because obviously I had that Plaice first cast, the jinx of the first cast fish. But after that then, as soon as the lights went out, it's been a strap. And that's not good. I'm really disappointed. I thought I'd in for a shout for a nice ray in that, but that's fishing for you. So I'm going to leave that one out now. When I pack away the beach buddy and take it up there, bang all the sand and that off. But if I have anything on there, which I doubt it'll probably be a strap, I'll get back to you. But yeah, apologies, but thank you very much for watching, and if I don't see you on the beach, I'll see you on the channel. Enjoy your fishing, everyone.